Hi there. This is going to be what I hope is a quick video showing a complete edit from start to finish, real time. I'm not going to go extra slow to explain why I'm doing certain steps or how I'm doing certain steps or try to teach how to do specific editing techniques. I mainly just want to see how long it takes me to finish one image from start to finish. I can do my editing even a little quicker by doing batch editing. I do a lot of batch editing in Lightroom and then even in Photoshop. But this is just to see if I'm going to do one single image about how long it takes me. So I chose a gallery with a baby who had really nice skin. It's not going to be a difficult, very intense kind of skin editing edit. So it should go pretty fast. It'll be interesting to see how long this takes. So here we go. We're starting in Lightroom and I'm going to right click and say edit in Photoshop and it'll open up Photoshop for me. There we go. So I'm going to duplicate my layer, grab my clone tool, come up here and fix my backdrop. And I'm going to grab my spot healing tool and I'm going to zoom in. And like I said, her skin is very, very nice. So I only have to do a couple little spots to remove. I'm going to be running portraiture and that will catch it'll catch the majority of the little baby spots. So that looks pretty good right there. No other spots that I need to remove. She's a little jaundiced, so I have a greater than Gatsby action that I'm going to run called Paint Away Jaundice. And I'm going to grab my brush. It's at 29% opacity. I'm just going to make a couple swipes, and I'm probably going up to 100% by the time I'm done swiping. And I'll just turn that on and off, make sure I didn't go overboard. And I think that looks pretty good, so I'm going to leave it at that. Then I want to run portraiture, so I have to flatten this first, make a duplicate layer, run portraiture. I just have it on normal, so I hit OK. I don't do any fancy tweaks in here. Then I'm going to add a layer mask. Make sure my brush is black, soft round brush on 100% opacity. And I'm going to zoom in here and I'm going to brush that portraiture smoothing off of everything that I want the texture back in. So her hair and the headband and this wrap, getting it off of there. And then zoom in and mask it off of her eyebrows and her eyelashes and her cute little lips. And then everything else will keep nice and smooth. The next thing that I want to do is add a background fade. So I have a fade brush. I'm going to start a new layer. I'm going to pick up my fade brush here. I forget where I got it, but I'll try to add that in the comments. My color, I can pick a color from this image, but my color has already been chosen and it stays there as long as I don't change the color of my brush. So I'm going to just keep it so that all of my images have a uniform background color. Sometimes if you pick different areas, they'll be a little off. And here I am explaining when I said I wasn't going to explain. I'm taking up time, so I have to keep going. So I'm going to slap that down, drag out the edges, add a layer mask, pick up a round brush again at 100% opacity, and I'm going to mask this background off of the baby. And then what I usually do is bring my brush opacity down to between 20 and 30. There's no real science to it, and just make a couple swoops around the baby, and that just kind of blends it a little bit more. Make sure I don't have any major parts of her covered up. That looks good. Next step, I'm going to flatten and duplicate again. I want to run Liquify just to smooth out the wrap down here a little teeny bit. This isn't like a major deal, but I think it looks a little better if it's nice and smooth. Some people probably wouldn't even notice, but it's becoming one of my pet peeves. So there we have a nice round wrap. Hit OK. And my last step, I like to add a soft matte finish, really, really light. So I bring that down to 10%, and then I'm done. I'm going to flatten my image. I'm going to hit File, Save As. I'm going to find this baby's gallery that I'm working on, change it to JPEG, and save. Oops. Oh, it says it's already there. And so quality at a 10, so the file's not super huge, and we are done. So I'm not sure how long that took. I'll check it when I stop the recording. Hope you enjoyed it. That was fast. I feel like I talked really fast. So next time I'm going to try to do another teaching tutorial video. So if you have any suggestions, please leave some in the comments for me below. Thanks for watching. Bye.